we're talking today on Empire Builder about how to attack the coronavirus. And I'm not talking from the medical aspect of things. We really need to talk about how your family is preparing financially and your small businesses are preparing. And first of all, I want to wish you and your families and your work families true blessings on staying healthy and taking care of yourself. That's the most important thing, and everybody that's in our community. So as far as small business owners, I've been meeting with so many people in the last 10 days, and it is getting really, really challenging. So it's challenging times for the small retail, the restaurants, medical offices are having challenges. So good morning, James, Olivia, Jason, Thomas, thank you for watching. And these are challenging times for ourselves and our family. And when I say family, I mean our work families also. It's something that I've realized though, when a challenge comes to our society tends to really pull together, work together to help each other. So good morning, Jaya. Hope you're doing well. And we are really here talking today about what I'm experiencing, what I've been hearing on all of these numerous Department of Health calls and CDC and also small business with banking, and where are things going? Stock market's gone down 30%, people are panicking. So how do we approach this? And I'm sure everybody is saying the same thing. Let's stay calm. Well, it's not easy to stay calm. Fear is a normal part of this process. The biggest thing we could do, in my opinion, is make rational decisions for our families, our work families, and our business. We need to provide. I have a responsibility. My partners have a responsibility on putting food on the table for our work families, for their children. You know, our schools are closing next week, and there's how do we feed the children? How do the parents still come to work to make the money, to pay their mortgages, to pay their taxes, to pay their electric bills? So, excuse me, there's so many aspects of things. But if we could stay calm and channel the fear, I want to take advantage of the fear. Fear makes us think sharper when we can channel it and not let it overtake our mind and our decisions. So we take that energy, the fear, and I want to use it. That's the first step I'm going to tell you in how I am attacking the coronavirus. And yes, I've gotten all the messages. It is not the coronavirus. I get that daily. I know AJ has been getting it in school daily. I know it does sound very similar, but I thank you for all of you that text me that in a joking manner, because, you know, it's not a disrespect. People are taking things very serious, but we do have to try to be normal a little bit, because if we're all stressed out, we can't make those rational decisions for our families and stuff. So obviously stay healthy and staying calm are the most important things so that you could get through this and take advantage of it. And we're going to talk about how we could attack this situation and take advantage of it. You know, for all the financial people for months and years, and I've always talked about, you know, having that 6 months or 8 months of emergency funds, okay? Well, it's hard to build up starting now if you don't have it in place. But be mindful of your expenses. Keep things to the necessities at this point. Write everything down. And for you people that are out there with your small businesses and your real estate investments, because I'm going to tell you, I've gotten numerous people that have called and said, I have vacation homes. I need help. What do I do? The reason why is their vacation homes on Airbnb are not renting because people are not traveling. So that needs to go into your expense column if you haven't saved enough reserve cash to carry you through on your rental properties. You need to be mindful of this, because this is what happened in 2008. When the crash came, rental properties, especially vacation rental properties in certain areas, got hit. And when they got hit, then the people, the owners, the landlords had to take money out of their pockets to carry those costs. And that is not what was planned, and it makes it more challenging. And then eventually, people have to claim bankruptcy because they can't carry all these costs. So you need to really protect yourself if you have vacation homes types investments. They're very challenging right now, especially with travel bans. So be mindful of that. The year-round apartment buildings, people are still living there. Just keep sanitizing, keeping them clean, giving them a safe place to live, and they will keep paying you the rent if you're in the right market as far as that. So 6 to 8 months, if you have it, that's great. You're in a better position. If you don't, start to build a little side stash for yourself. Same for your business, for your small business. Do the same. Start to be more efficient in your expenses. Cut out the expenses you can and just be mindful of the spending. Increase your credit card limits for emergencies. Do not just do it to go Amazon shopping, right? Increase the credit card limits. Increase your business line of credits if you still can. The interest rates have dropped. The money is, I'm going to say, almost free. Historically low stuff, right? Take advantage of times if you have to refinance your business building if you own it, or your personal home if you're going to be staying there. Look at these things. I know they're saying they might go down further. It's a possibility, but no one knows for sure what's going to happen. These are uncertain times. This has never happened in, at least my lifetime, and I'm 45 years old, going to be 46. So I would say my third tip for you and how I am attacking is to rip apart your efficiency protocols in your office. And I mean tear them apart. And it's a great opportunity to fine-tune the efficiency. Get in there, dig deep with your staff, the ones that know those areas, pretend like it's a blank slate and say, how can we make this more efficient? How can we make the process for our clients, our customers, our patients, no matter what industry you're in, more efficient, right? If we could do that, it protects you a little bit, because I'm going to tell you, I know small business owners that are being challenged and have had to lay off members in their work family, okay? It's a sad thing, but depending on where you're located around the country, sometimes you have to do these temporary layoffs just to keep the business going so that you could reopen when the time comes. So challenging times, okay? Prepare for the challenging times. Increase your line of credits, your credit cards, and what you could charge on those and the limits on those. Use your protocols. Become as efficient. I'm going to say a lean, mean fighting machine, because there is going to be something coming, and it's going to be an opportunity when we all pull together and get through this as a country and throughout the world. So, I will say, if you are in the position and you have cash on the side, or you have access to credit, now is the time to go and get it. Go get it now, okay? Because it's less expensive, and start to think about that dream you were putting together of expanding. And yes, I said expanding. So that's the last part. We need to attack this. I am being ready to come out of this situation and looking for opportunities where I am most experienced with my partners to say, what are we going to do when this is all done? And I did say that. Let's attack the situation. I want to come out firing on all cylinders when the economy starts to recover out of this. Take advantage of these situations. And now I know you're sitting there and saying, he's talking about taking advantage financially. I am not saying to be unethical. Take care of people, treat them the right way. But you need to put yourself, your small business, your family in a better financial decision-making opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, we're looking at expanding. We are hiring right now because, unfortunately, what's going on is people are getting laid off. They're worried about paying their mortgage and feeding their family right now. We are interviewing. We have gotten so many applications in the last 24 to 48 hours. I am going to come out and we are going to be better than we were before. And yes, whatever happens, we might be taking a temporary dip, but the world will get through this. Our medical in our country is working on different things and vaccines between here and Canada and New York. I've heard there is a great opportunity for us to pull together in the medical community and help people. It will happen. We will get the answers. It will be taken care of, but we need to be in the opportunity to say, how can we get out of this situation? So I want you to look at things and act in almost an urgency for your business and your work family and make it a priority. Because when you act like it's an urgent situation, even in regular times, I'm going to tell you business goes better because you're hungry. And I wish you all, like I said, blessings. Stay healthy. Do whatever you can. Washing the hands, hydrating, vitamins, great health. I wish you all of that. But also look at your financial situations for your own personal family and your work family, because I want you to come out of this in a great situation. Challenging times force us to step up. And if we step up together, we could all be better coming out and take advantage of it for our businesses to make up for these down times that we might be suffering. So I want you guys to have a great one. Have a great weekend. I always appreciate all of you and your time. Please share this out if you know any small business owners. And if you're in a situation with your small business and you're not sure what to do, just private message me or just call my team or send me an email. We're here to help you at this time, whatever we can do to give you any advice or connect you with some financial people to help access the cash if possible, to keep your business open, because small business is what keeps the little league teams and the local teams going, and that's what we want to do. We want to support our local businesses, and local doesn't mean just where I am in Florida or Rhode Island. It means your local community where you can make a difference, because our children are the future and we have to keep things going. So you guys make it a great one. Go build your empire. Thank you so much. Take care.